Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, as you can tell by the title, we'll be doing a Freya and Inadu showcase. But yeah, I'll just be going through both of their revamped keybinds and spells. So without further ado, make sure to join my Discord server, link in the description, as well as my Roblox group, and let's get into the video. Okay, so this is what Freya looks like. This is her revamped morph, and she costs 1,200 Robux. She has 380 health and 1,700 magic. First keybind is N, which is mass pain. So basically this is mass pain infliction, so everybody around her will be pained. It's kind of like Ketsia's Ashalana. H, which is regular pain infliction, which just pains one person at a time. Then we have R, which is telekinesis, so wherever my mouse goes is where the target will go. And next we have Y, which is wind manipulation. So if I click Y, there's this cool animation, and then everybody will be kind of spun around you. If you can see, Rebecca is just being spun around while it's dealing damage. Okay, so next thing is she spawns in with candles. So when you take the candles out and you click them, there will be a candle circle around you, and nobody can enter this circle when it's placed down. And going off the candles, her next keybind is T, which is ancestral channel. So if she holds T, it says the veil thins, you are drawing power from the ancestors. And as you see, my magic capacity goes up. It goes up to 2,500, I believe. But sometimes you can die from it just because of like how powerful, I don't know, it is. But yeah, as you see, my magic is going up a lot. Okay, your next keybind is Z, which is brain melt. So this just melts the brain of the target like so. Her next keybind is B, so if I hold B, it will create this barrier around me, as you can see, and nobody can enter or leave. So yeah, as you see, they're trying to get in, but they can't. Her next keybind is C, which is telekinetic push, which just pushes the target. And her next keybind is U, which is Osox, which just snaps the target's neck. Then her next keybind is X, which is incineration, so it only works if they're 200 health or lower, but it basically just incinerates the target like so. Her last keybind is M, which is pendant trap. So basically, as you see, she has a pendant on her neck, and this will trap them inside. So if I just click M, it has this animation, and then after a few seconds, the target falls on the floor, and on their screen, they're inside of the pendant. So right now I'll put on the screen what it looks like when you're inside the pendant. But yeah, after like a minute or something, they just return back to their body. So Freya's first spell is Annular Forte y Les Forte Alas. So basically you need 2,000 magic to do this spell, so that's why the candles, you should use them. But basically what this does is it removes the vampire side of any person who has a vampire side, so even the originals. But basically this is what it looks like. It has this cool animation and then a cool voice line, but you guys can't hear it. And then after a little bit, the target falls on the floor. It says you passed out due to exhaustion. And then when you wake back up, as you can see, Rebecca is now immortal on her name tag. I can just easily rip Rebecca like a regular mortal. Her next spell is Signum Detrimentum, which is a sigil entrapment. So basically it traps the target in the sigil like so, dealing damage. And then her last custom spell is Benedict Qualstrenta, which snaps all the vampires' necks around you. So all the vampires around you, their necks will be snapped. Those were all of Freya's keybinds and spells, and now we're gonna move on to Inadu. Okay, so this is what Inadu's revamped morph looks like. She costs 2,000 Robux, she has 500 energy and 2,800 magic. So her first keybind is R, which is telekinesis. So again, wherever her mouse goes is where the target will go. Next keybind is V, which is eyes. So basically if she clicks V, her eyes turn this like bluish green color. Her next keybind is J, which is choke. So basically, as you see, there's this blue animation around the target's neck, and it will just choke them. Her next keybind is G, which is trip. So basically, this trips everybody around her and pushes them onto the floor. Her next keybind is M, which is self-heal. So if I click M, it will self-heal like so, and her health will be restored back to 500. Okay, her next keybind is C, which is telekinetic push, which just pushes the target. And we have U, which is Osox, which just snaps the target's neck. Next we have Z, which is dragging. So if I hold Z, it will drag the target towards me. Then we have Q, which is projection. So if wherever my mouse is where I will go. So it's like teleporting, and as you see, I just teleport. Next we have H, which is pain infliction, which just pain inflicts the target. Then we have B, which is orb form. So if I hold B, puts me in this orb form and I can fly around, and then if I let go of B, I will just turn back to my normal form. Then we have Y, which is Hollow Scream, so it just sends out this scream at the target, blowing them back and dealing damage. Next we have Hallucination, which basically pushes the target on their knee, and then on their screen they have like a hallucination type animation. F, which is Possession, so if I click F, I will possess the body of the person, and then as you see, I am now Rebecca and I can walk around, and the cool thing is I can still use my abilities, so I'm orb form. It's a little glitched, but I'm orb form as Rebecca, and okay, well now it's really glitched, but you get the point. You can still use your abilities while you're in the possessed body. And then her last keybind is X, which is Heart Crush, which just crushes the target's heart. If it was a mortal or a witch or anybody else who's not an original, they can instantly kill them. However, they have to be 200 health or lower. Okay, those were all of her keybinds, and now we're going to move on to her spells. So her first spell is Ashi Nari Gama Siri, which basically is the wolf curse, and it can turn anybody you want into a wolf. So even Esther here, who is a regular witch, is now a werewolf, as you can see. Her next spell is Misa Confractus, which snaps all the bones of the targets around you. Okay, so another thing is, just like Freya, Inadu spawns with an item. So Inadu spawns with bones, like so, and if she clicks on them, there will be a bone circle around her. And going off of her bone circle, there's a spell, which is Corporis Salutem Conservare, which is a conservation spell. So it says your preservation spell begins, you will be protected from all harm. So basically, I'm immortal now, and people can't do stuff to me. Okay, Inadu's last spell is Phasmatos Fortem Sanguinis Mortem, which basically kills an original vampire. So as you see, Rebecca's an original, and it has this really cool animation of wind and then a blue orb, and then after a while it will push me back, but as you see, I killed Rebecca with the spell. But yeah, those were all of Freya and Inadu's keybind and spells. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below who you'd like me to showcase next, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!